With the Crunchyroll Awards announcements happening in just about a month from now, we all know that what we will see will hopefully be the best animes of 2024. Not necessarily what was good for every category, yeah, this doesn't matter, just ignore that, but what was the animes that 2024 will be remembered by. Of course, that's a great thing, and you could probably live the entire year just by watching these. But why do we only need to remember the good shows? With just the sheer amount of anime that released this past year, there's a good 20% that simply were good enough to be nowhere close to good, therefore getting no representation whatsoever. So, hear me out, Crunchyroll. Best mid anime. And I don't mean animes that were absolute garbage, but the ones that were good enough to reach that 7 out of 10 and fit in with the rest. Just saying this out loud brings up some animes for 2024, such as Sasaki to Pii-chan, and isekai that focus on economics and magic. The best part about the show was, well, here, let me just show you. Yeah, that alone brings it above that 7 out of 10. But let's be honest, most of the people that watched this forgot it existed, which aligns perfectly with the definition for this category. 7 out of 10. Pon no Michi, an anime about Riichi Mahjong, easily one of my favorite things. Which is why I don't understand why this was so hard to watch. I barely got 3 episodes in and I was already questioning my love for Mahjong. In other words, this anime made me question my life choices. 7 out of 10. 即死チートが最強すぎて、イスカのやつらがまるで相手にならないんですが, which should be a title long enough for you to understand the state of this anime. Basically, this guy just can't stop killing things. No matter what he does, it kinda just happens. And honestly, it's kinda sad because it happens as soon as he thinks about it. And the worst part, it's not even limited to people. From this thing to all these things, he really just can't help himself, huh? But to be honest, this isn't even a power fantasy, cause there's nothing to fantasize about. It's all death. 7 out of 10. Windbreaker, an anime that's just better than Tokyo Revengers that I actually really liked, and I genuinely do not understand why people don't care for it. I mean, look, we got really well animated hand-to-hand fights and a linear enough story that I'd say it nearly cancels out all the complaints you could have. To say the least, I'm confused. 7 out of 10. And Kamiwa Game ni Ueteiru, though I've never actually seen game written like this. I don't remember anything from this anime, except that it was a bit like No Game No Life, where they were playing physical thinking games and challenging gods. While this definitely seemed interesting, something about it just made me lose most of my interest. So, yeah. 7 out of 10. And those are my nominees for this category of Best Mid Anime of 2024, which of course does not include bad anime, but the ones that are good enough to only be good enough. I'm just saying, Crunchyroll, this would be a great addition to the 2024 awards, as the winner of these really just deserves something. I mean, which one y'all going for? For me, it's gotta be some kind of isekai. So anyway, that's all I really had to say about this. Of course, a new category for Crunchyroll would be really interesting, but it would never happen, and if it did happen, it would never be this. Also, you probably noticed I'm wearing sunglasses. The reason why is not because I'm blind, but because my glasses broke, and so we're just rocking with these now, I guess. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, subscribe if you want, and as always, that's all. Bye.